Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I tell you? Oh, did you have to say that? This is about discipleship, you guys. We say, I'm a disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ. Did you just call him Lord? Yes, he's my Lord. You know what that means? No. It means master. It means ruler. Absolute ruler. Really? Then he's my Lord, small l. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, Jesus says, when you don't do what I tell you? He says, let me tell you what the situation looks like. First of all, for the one who hears my word and does do what I tell him, I'll tell you what he's like. He's like a man who built his house on a foundation. He dug way down, built his house on a rock, firm. Floods came, streams busted against that house. House was unshakable. Why? Built on a good foundation. But, he says, the one who likes to call me Lord, Lord, he's my Lord, but never does what he says, is like a man who builds a house on the ground. No foundation. Same thing happens to that house. Flood waters rise, and it falls to the ground, because when the ground beneath it is eroded, the thing collapses. You see what he's talking about? He's talking about lordship. Lordship. In fact, discipleship is about lordship. We say, I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ. What does that mean? It means he's my Lord. What does that mean? It means I obey him. You get the connection? It's a thread. You can't separate it. If you're a disciple of Jesus Christ, then you are talking lordship. And Jesus talks here the benefit of lordship. The benefit of lordship is stability in our lives. Did you notice that both men, doesn't matter whether they built on a firm foundation or on ground, they both dealt with the same issues. And the wind, the waters, the waves, the streams, whatever you call it, it happened to both men. That means you and I are, even if we make Jesus Lord of our lives, we're still going to suffer the same challenges, the same difficulties as everybody else. Here's the difference. You will not be moved. You will not be moved. You know why? Because you are built on him. He is the foundation. He is the rock. So you see, if you're feeling like you're kind of a bobber on the ocean, and you're kind of like, I don't know, what is going on here? I'm just moved and twisted and tossed and turned, then maybe you need to take inventory of the lordship issue in your life. Maybe you need to ask yourself, I call him Lord, but is Jesus really Lord of my life? Because he promised me here, and I believe his promises, that if you will hear my word and put them into practice, there will be stability. Doesn't mean it's not going to be scary. Doesn't mean you're not going to be tempted to walk in fear. But when the whole storm is over, you look around and you say, you know what? We're still here. We're still here. This thing is still standing because Jesus is the rock foundation of my life. And that is key right there.